Hi and welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a 3rd down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
There's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, he's going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Nittany Lions. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Clemens. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. They'll test the right side here. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with
the offense can move the chains off that incompletion.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. The shotgun handoff here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. He's going to scramble now.
Come on, man.
That'll be a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense because the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Bringing pressure. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. And the Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The ball is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to chuck it again. On the run here. Let's it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Luna. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The tight end has got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now we'll try here for the extra point.
Boom!
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clements. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Appalachian State offense is back out on the field now. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Now from the pistol formation. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Top spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Launching it. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
And here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming upcoming plays.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Going for a big play downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He lets it go on the move. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
1st down and 10 now. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
Convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. Getting set to kick the ball off.
Yeah.
Bringing it out, it's Clemens.
Oh.
Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The App State offense goes back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side.
Can't pick them off.
Before he goes out of bounds, it'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The pressure is coming. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It looked to me like the defense was surprised that the free safety was able to sneak up in there and come up with that nice sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, App State. A much-needed score, Kirk, trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Now it's second down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. With the catch, it's Robinson. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He grabs it inside.